defense, and it's early aggression out towards mid, met by Moist here.
But looking here, being able to fight towards mid, something that we don't see very often as well, right? So all full of surprises. 2 kills right away, and Shopify are down to 3 members alive.
And Vic's got to get out of dodge. He was stunned up. Oh, gets one on the way out, though, so no harm, no foul there. Finds his 1, unfortunately for Moose. He's got to find his 3. Flash out. Cypher looks away from that one. Drone goes up and over the top, and he tries to catch their number, especially in the pistol round. Expecting that aggression out towards B. Now they're going to see... Well, Vic's all on his lone side. Paranoia comes through, a couple of smokes around, and, well, Vic will get spammed through one of them. The high ground will be lost. brawk now looking to fight back towards the spawn. A couple of Guardian shots later, and nobody's dead just yet. It was only Vic to fall early in this round. And look at this utility. There's just no way onto the side, especially not without letting them know, but they want to push right through it. bdog gets aggressive. Unfortunately, that aggression is met.
And it's slowly pushed towards grass. There's this B side. They haven't really contested too many times besides that pistol round early on, and Mada is going to be here.
And he's looking for the timings. Fortunately, Moose there draws out the attention of the rest of the team. They pick up those 2 easy kills. The spike down inside the smoke. Neural theft is off. Players are revealed, and that spike's still down in the worst possible position here for Moist. They've got the credits. They can go for it, but it is going to be a 2v5. brawk going to go fishing through the giant. Great.
An impossible crossfire.
Yeah. Yeah, just nothing for him.
There's just nothing they can do here. And there it is, right? The difference maker that we talked about. bdog getting the opening kill. Getting the operator being able to dash away and guarantee the advantage. To a point that this is where you're going to push.
We need to see. That's what we need to see.
I mean, it's a gamble there. Hoping that someone's still going to swing, but it doesn't happen, right? So now you're down to 50 HP, and now you have to rotate, potentially play that retake. The Vic is trying to hold it down.
Yeah, and this site hold anything but passive this time around. They put the op out towards A. They say that's enough to stack somewhere else. The hack comes off aproto. Going to try and get some extra here on the round. Maybe one more scoop to his name. Nope, he falls to dazzLe. Moose going to be the next to follow. So this site, it's been taken, but can they hold it? That's the problem. That's the question that we have here for brawk, who's down just over 80 HP. He's going to work his way through mid. Meanwhile, Shopify playing numbers right here. Playing as 2 in the 2v1.
brawk having no idea where they're going to be coming from,
left.
right? 100 HP once again for bdog thanks to dazzLe.
Oh.
The perfect timing as well. Gets 4. Not there, but playing a little bit more reactive. And in that meantime, Shopify is able to push forward. Look at this positioning from dazzLe. Just gonna get a little bit of information, but aproto's gonna be aware of it.
Good trap wire, gonna find the stun. The rocket, though, doesn't matter if you're stunned or not. That base will drop, and Moose, unfortunately, just couldn't handle it. But look at the spray down from Mada.
Stealing sight.
That was a Vandal, by the way, with this spray. Mada, absolutely insane for it. 3 kills. And the chance that Moist thought they had on C is completely denied. All up to Thief.
No, he's gonna go for it, Dryad.
And they can hear him running, having no time, just...
Oh, Mada!
No, not gonna happen. 4 kills for Mada at the end. I want to see the replay position. They tried towards C, it doesn't work. Now they're figuring out everything on this A side, and again, this is the round to do so. Nobody up close.
Very good info, and the smokes are perfect.
No
the
way.
spray is even better. Spike in hand, they're gonna toss that one over, give it to Sim, and you know what that means? It's not just 70 HP and a Vandal, it'll be the Showstopper now available. And just popping that Showstopper is gonna be enough to want to keep them off the site. There's no way you can walk into, well, the rocket, and there it is, pop, wall goes up, and this right here, it's all about the timer. It'll just continue to tick here, Sim. Find time for the team. Time? No way, bdog. Unfortunately, biting off more than he could chew there. Goes a bit too early. Wasn't expecting the rocket to still be available. Now you have nothing to entry the site with because you used all your util. As Moose sleeps down from heaven, unfortunately. Yeah, you have really nothing to retake that site. So that's what we were seeing Shopify run into. Meanwhile, they're running into some players out towards mid. A flash from Garage.
Down mid.
And that was everything here to be able to trade out those kills, grab the advantage. Now Vic and Moose, they're left spinning.
And Moist is just running it down. Look at these positions. 2 players still alive. Vic trying to be the hero here.
Last player standing. Team A.
There's just no chance.
Meanwhile, out towards mid. 3 players make it 4 for Shopify. Good damage in that last round means it's not the best buy here from Moist Moguls. Flashes out. Mada gonna slide on through it again. That's just been so scary. Fortunately, he's able to capitalize on one. Thief caught inside the garage. Pants down. Now pants gone. Aproto and flyuh, they're finding kills across the map. This spike is being planted here, sure, but Vic maybe in a rough spot. It's going to be all about the timing here for the Astra. Expecting brawk on the angle. Good jiggle there from the Sova. Recon bolt to try and reveal. Vic will quickly deal with that. The pesky brawk will fall. Now Shopify finally get to play in this post plant, and they're doing it a player ahead.
Just one player ahead, though. It's still tough, though.
One enemy remaining.
For Moise, it doesn't get any easier. dazzLe with 3 at the end.
And Vic received all too much damage here at the start of the round. Trailblazer dealt with by brawk. Shock Dart's going to look to delay. It's just util exchanged back and forth. Not going to be tagged up. He'll survive. The attacking side of Shopify, they want to continue to attack. They're not done once that spike gets planted. Unfortunately, the duelists are starting to win those duels. A 2-for-1 thus far as dazzLe plays tucked in the corner. 2 players just outside the site. One of the barrels spotted. He gets caught with util. Unfortunately, dazzLe could not collect another. So it's brawk to equalize. Here comes the backstab, and they're just so unexpecting. Shopify playing the entirety of the map, and for brawk, you're triangulated from ceiling, from A. Adventurous positions, I'll call it.
Oh, and even so far back, right? Gets shot down, brawk. Nothing else that can be done. And Sim is the only one inside trying to hold it down, but bdog has a different story to tell.
Exactly where
It was the only 2 players on this A site.
That 3rd is here, but that 3rd is revealed. Now the 4th to step on up as flyuh goes down. Overdrive. And Mada just full sends. As soon as this ult is online, he doesn't care. He tosses that one out, and he looks to deal with the defense. He's able to get one. Thief now head for the hills, but he's getting run down. There's the zappy fingers.
Rounds usually happening a little bit faster. Now having to adapt around it.
And bdog's popped the knives. He's thinking that this operator might not be enough alone. Vic low HP. That's the spike. 13 seconds on the clock. And Moist. Oh, we've got a baby lockdown here to the showstopper eventually. Mada dealt with by the rocket. Now the plant to come on down. Hunter sure to try and stall. The spike gets planted. bdog goes up top and will be dealt with.
Sim.
Now it's all up to Moose. A paint shell at his feet. And was he heard? Weapon gets pulled out and he gives himself up. A shot on the angle, but he doesn't win it. A cam, but he doesn't want to get in it. And that recon bolt will keep him at bay for a moment. There was a... yeah, their weapons are awful in this one, right? It wouldn't have been any better.
Yeah, you have to. You were just hoping that it was going to be on the B side or A side. Would have made things a little bit easier, but not the case anymore. And round 24, not the best buy for Moist once again. An aggressive push for Shopify on team.
It's so fast. How do Moist deal with this one? It's a paint shell, so 2, and it's bdog atop the box. He finds 3 for his team. Thief, crowded step to safety. Both players back sight, and unfortunately, no way, Thief, what are you doing? The jump peek, he gives away the round to Moose. The confidence maybe a bit shook up here for Moist as they take a slow approach into this first round of overtime. And with this slow approach, it's going to be met by aggression once more. 3 players this way. bdog with the operator and Sim. Sim's about to give it to him. No way. Sim finds the tag, but Vic and Mada are here. And they just get rinsed. It's Shopify's round in OT.
And they're used to it. They're used to these closed maps. It's closed matches, but not like this.
And this is what having that double duelist in the neon allows you to do. But I think Moist are reading in. No, they're not. I thought the defenders were rotating off, but instead they're giving up the site and expecting it to be a C hit. Meanwhile, you still have a full-fledged attack because of your jet and the rest of the team out towards A. Up top, is brawk. Flyuh down low, and he'll be dealt with a 1-for-1 trade. Cloudburst is out. Paint shells to try and delay, and Vic is just in a world of hurt. It's Sim to collect it, the spike on down. It's bdog, though, does it again. 3 kills. Now the knives available. He goes aggressive, but he's met by aproto, and time is of the essence. Unfortunately, dazzLe has just about run out of it. With 8 seconds left on the clock, he's tagged up by the turret. Excuse me, the camera.
Letting themselves know early on in this A side.
Yeah, how about all 10 players here on this part of the map pushing through the smoke? And Moist, again, completely unexpected. Cannot get a read on this defense. We're back and forth, though, and somehow it's only the controllers. The chaos again. It usually goes away of Shopify. We'll see if Vic can get it done. No, it's Thief to do it this time around. Oh no, look at the timing there. Util out, and it's Sim to do it again. Thief to match, but dazzLe gets him right back, and he sneaks away. Low HP, sure, but he'll survive. And the numbers remain even here.
And once again, both of the teams expecting that aggression, but seeing who's the one that's going to go for that commitment first. And it ends up on the 3v3. The side of Shopify being closer to close out this map. Spike gonna get planted. And the retake now for Moist gets a lot harder. Seeker's available too, gonna get spotted.
Yeah, that's tough. That confirms that there is absolutely no flank here in brawk. I mean, brawk just had to bide his time, right? Had to wait for his teammates to rotate over. Paint shells into hell. That'll try to push out one. dazzLe collects a third onto the round. brawk there for the trade, and Moist are looking to do it right here. They want Haven to be over, and they want it to be done.
Pulling them in.
brawk to tap onto the spike. A pull on the gravity well. And Vic now has to try and get it done. Another tap, but where's the Astra? Out towards long. Vic deals with one. aproto hops off and gets it done. Has the time to defuse the spike, and Moist have done it. We go deep. We go 30, but the map is theirs.
And so close, so back and forth, especially for the 3 overtimes that we get to see, but closed out at the end. At the bottom.
Moist are expecting this, though. Look, all 5 defenders are here. It's full retake anywhere else. And well, technically full retake here, but the defenders are already reared up and ready to go. Sim with the dash online, gonna work his way through sky smoke here. Mada and dazzLe gonna pick up a few, and it's Shopify aggressive here in the pistol round. And they're showing their proficiency here on this map of Fracture, a near flawless to take the first round. And this is where we get, this is the meat and potatoes of Fracture. 3 rounds in, full buy across the board. And this is supposed to be the bonus, but it's a very strong one here for Shopify. Cloudburst are down, both jets have dashed, and brawk and Sim make quick work of it. Sim wants more, unfortunately. Only allotted 2 kills on it. But Moist, still a player ahead. dazzLe tossed out that flash. bdog trying to play paranoia. Ooh, okay, Trailblazer dealt with. And now no real information as to where these 2 attackers are headed. So, site conceded.
Spike planted.
An aggressive position. We'll see if they're expecting bdog here. He's only got 46 HP.
Last player
Off
standing.
dazzLe, what a peek, but immediately traded out, and now it is all up to bdog. They gotta clear their corners. There's the next kill, and
Only moves at the bottom. Oh, they know it, but it doesn't matter.
Vic off to a hot start here. That's a great way to get started in the round when you want to play aggressive, just as Shopify do. Oh, 2 players spotted, but flyuh gives himself up. Now all 3 defenders working their way through the spawn. I mean, this is not a great situation to be in. Vic will be met on the cross. Trigger in hand here for bdog. Rolling Thunder comes through. Up into tower he'll go. So both duelists look to play this position, and that Rolling Thunder buys just enough time for those rotations. No way. Thief allowed to survive. bdog, uncharacteristic. This is the shot. Meanwhile, dazzLe playing out towards Arcade. There's 3 players this way, and it's those 3 players that are starting to get the kills. Steve can only hope to do some damage to the economy. There's no way out for this Brimstone. 5-stack push.
Lockdown.
On the bottom side, yeah, Moose wants to play this position. Moist know this, right? This is where you ult if you're going to ult B, and with nothing out towards A. Moose is gone. Lockdown is gone. And Moist trying to queue up the 4th round for themselves. Rolling Thunder, out comes the orbital strike behind it, but they beat the util. Proto trades a kill back. brawk gonna get one. They trade him back though, and Vic goes huge with his ultimate. Now brawk has to try and hang on. He's got util. He can stall. A tap on the plant. That's the spike down. That's the round. Wow. How? I don't even know if it was well played. It's just awful timing.
There's not too much to invest here. The last 20 seconds remaining, especially for the defensive side. The kills have to be enough.
One enemy remaining.
They're trying to put up a fight, but it's a 1v2. flyuh the last one here.
Spike planted.
He needs to, flash right, fight left. That's exactly what he does with the spike gets planted. He knows he's close. He sprays him down, and flyuh will do it. Why this?
To make
Why?
things even, though.
Off of what? Turret there. Maybe a play around the corner. A couple spotted. Here comes Rolling Thunder. We go back and forth with them. No, Sim tries to sneak away, and unfortunately, he can't. Aftershock to stall the push once more, but Shopify happy to walk away from this one a player ahead.
And it seems like it was just down to the timing, right? That Rolling Thunder took so long to hit bdog, so he was able to guarantee one the kills there that is going to make and give them that numbers advantage into it.
The only player unaffected. No, both players unaffected by the stun. They still get dealt with as bdog flashes or dashes into a sky smoke. It leaves flyuh in a pretty familiar situation. This time, though, planter a bit safer. The flash cannot affect both players. But the ring is spotted, so he knows where this one's at. He's got full util. Flash does not reveal. We'll open the door, look to fight main. With that, Moose wants to try and get away. No, he wasn't expecting him to push through. His back was turned. He's been taken down. Now flyuh in a 1v1. They keep granting him these situations to try and get it done. Unfortunately, bdog a bit better this time around. And Shopify, both Sentinels are still on the wrong side of the map. You've still got Mada pushing the wrong way as well. So a lot of time already stripped off the clock. Spike will get smoked. Two players pushing through. Sim gonna go wide on a couple of shots, and Thief is there to bail him out. bdog on the trade for one. A close and personal is Moose. Now they're starting to battle back to the side. A couple of right clicks later, and we find ourselves a 1v2. And Thief has to get it done. Another position to right his wrongs. Here in the clutches, he takes damage onto one, but he doesn't close it out. This right here is going to be the name of the game, right? Try and figure out where bdog is playing and avoid this player if possible. Instead, they look to run that way. Moose scoops up the first, gets the next, make it. 3 scoops in the cone for the Moose. He wasn't happy about getting run down in the round previous. He wants a 4th, and he'll get it. Somebody give him the ace. Thief, you've been good in the clutch, unfortunately.
The round differential that they've gotten is 2 rounds. They couldn't, and they haven't been able to get more than that.
30 seconds left.
Just, it really feels like the effect of another 5v5 scenario here.
Lockdown available, but look, this Moose wants to push up to use it. Fortunately, nobody's here to deal with this. Nobody gonna push through that smoke. And now the attackers, they've got to go. They got to get off this site. Flash once more. dazzLe to find the first. Trades out from flyuh. That 1v1 this time goes the way of flyuh. The blast pack onto the site finds Mada safe. One player is detained. Do they go for the hunt? Unfortunately for Shopify, they're running out of time. They're going to have to start to make plays here. brawk tucked away as Vic will take the fight, and it's 3 kills. The way the Brimstone Thief lines up the molly, but it's just too late, and it's not even where that spike is planted. They planted safety. Molly for main. Not the position that you're being expected to hold, but instead that random bit of aggression that bdog can pull off. Unfortunately met, though, by the Rolling Thunders. Mada unaffected here on the site. The paint shells will keep a proto at bay. And the A site, it hasn't been seized just yet. Through the smoke goes a proto. Is immediately dealt with, and now Mada's got help, but he doesn't need it. 3 kills to his name. He wants the 4th, and brawk is just on the other side. Mada's hungry. Paint shells right at his feet, and he'll devour brawk with 4 on the round. So I'm just out here. I'm just tossing out ideas out there for everybody. Out there for everybody. I can't do it myself. I'm part of a streamer. I'm also an idiot, and I can't podcast.
Enemy kill.
And bdog can't miss.
bdog again. Opening kill to start them off, and better weaponry, trying to make a difference here. As Moist though, fighting back 3v2. Coming down to a little bit of a surprise.
Way better, but the weapons that were retrieved here, I think bdog wasn't expecting more aggression in that Trailblazer to the pack. Put him in an awkward spot. Now flyuh scooped up the operator. Thief still sitting on that Phantom that he brought into this fight.
They don't have the spike as well.
Beautiful flash. Both players this way. There's no way that you can know this, though. Thief would have to clear both angles and hope that dazzLe is not quick on the trade. Mada now going to be the first here, out towards contact. I mean, a lot of time still left. Tap on the spike. Fault line queued up. Blast pack just over the top, and that's with the rocket launcher behind it. Was Thief ever noted? Do they have any idea? It might not matter. Here comes the double swing. Utility's going to give them all the information that they need with plenty of time. That Nano Swarm buys some extra seconds off the clock. Both defenders still here. dazzLe queued up with that Rolling Thunder. And it looks like just about everybody on the site's going to be affected by this one. No tap on the spike to get. Finally, Thief will get that one down. With 13 seconds left on the clock, he's going to go up and have to plant once more. And there's nobody here to keep him safe. Moose just waltzes through. He stampedes onto the site. That spike has fallen, and Moose is still here. Unfortunately, sure, you're finding the kills, brawk. And no matter what changes for the Moist Moguls, they are always still expecting aggression from Shopify. This time, make sure that it does not come through for free. Sim going to take this position, but he gets ulted off, Vic. Another orbital strike frag here on Fracture. And Mada walks away completely healthy. Meanwhile, everybody here is here from Moist. This is going to be hard to cancel this play this way. Mada going to be hurt here on the side of shoulder. Give in, and, well, a life taken. Mada collects a second for Shopify. And an orbital strike to buy some time. But that orbital strike was absolutely everything they needed. They have info, but a lockdown here, and there's no way to deal with it, Dryad.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, there was
my God.
anything that could be done for this round. 13-11 for Shopify to close it out. And as expected, we go to map number 3. And for the set of Moist as well, starting on this attacking side and playing it so slow. Actually, once again expecting that aggression from Shopify, but it's not met early on. As they have all the utility to slow down. They have the Killjoy, they have the Astra stars as well, and potentially a Viper ready to take action as well, but it doesn't get anything. They haven't gotten that comfort on the C side that they initially approach. It's gonna be the B plant. And he goes down. With a couple of them coming back and forth, but the timing, and again, bdog shining for the map number 3, starting off in the best way possible, leaving it up to Thief and flyuh. And it seems like it's enough. Moose is gonna make it happen. 3 kills.
Not at all. And this is also the side that we saw Shopify falter on against FaZe. It was their defense that wasn't the strongest. And they're off to a great start here. I like the idea of the force from Moist to try and make sure they don't get momentum, that being Shopify. But now they've got 2 rounds, maybe 3 rounds.
You maybe did the exact opposite thing. Trying to deny the momentum, and then you just gave them more. But potentially a 3rd round, though. Their mining speak too quick.
30 seconds left.
Could be enough. There's no way. That was an ounce, actually. That was a new tenure.
Bad, that's again the cloud.
It's not done yet.
No, not over, but it's still very difficult here for Shopify to push back through. Only 2 remaining in a pit to work through. dazzLe, the flash is there on the outside, and he collects 2. Now it's all up to aproto to try and hang on. He's got time on his side. Nano Swarm to keep one defender at bay. The next one up, and that Nano isn't hitting the spike as well. Hopefully dealing with that, as I believe he spots the leg of another. As he looks to try and work the clock, he tries to play around the turn. He takes down dazzLe. The next one up is Moose. A little bit slower, a little bit more methodical, and it pays off for Moist thus far.
Now in these rounds, the
30 seconds left.
first blood that the set of Moist is able to get, and it require that aggressive position from bdog to make it happen. And on top of the box, can't have the best visibility, but it goes back and forth. And Moist guaranteeing that at least you're gonna get that first round.
Welcome back to the server. Well, the furthest you need to go. He's up too much.
Trying to activate is going to be so difficult. the dash, but again, the Jet's the only one here just so far.
Yeah, cut off by that Killjoy utility that you mentioned, but the rest of the team finally works their way on up. Oh, a head spotted. And there's a body drop. Sim also gets one in response. The lesser weaponry finds one. It's Bulldog
30
of
seconds
Mada
left.
to make this one a 4v4. Oh, and that shot just
so
narrowly
close.
missing. Does enough. Not only a grab well, Thief can't plant, and these shots keep going through. That one just a bit too high. Now aproto gonna make sure that no more shots will be sent towards Thief. The last one standing is bdog, that operator that gets 0 value here in this next round. The barriers are gone.
Expecting the aggressive positionings here for Shopify, and they're right. It is all about this first kill, and this bdog getting it with a Blade Storm too. Both of the duelists putting the work.
Last player
Oh
standing.
man, and Vic just goes completely unnoticed the entirety of the
30
round.
seconds
They had
left.
3 players here, like you mentioned. One scoots away, one pushes aggressively.
And they know
And
he's
Vic
still
stays
towards
tucked.
C. Still towards the C side, because it was Moose on the other side, didn't see anybody. Now with the shots, it's just gonna be guaranteed. Gonna go. Trying to blend that
left.
spike will do so at least. In a 1v3 is
Placing
so
swamp
difficult
grenade.
for a proto.
It could accelerate the pace here. The retake has the lockdown,
Enemy
but
remaining.
instead we'll just start to take the duels, and now they maybe play the nano swarms. A little bit of a jiggle. Pika swings there through the water.
Make a little bit more noise towards that A side, where the only one that was there was bdog. Backs up for a second,
Spike
comes
down
back
A.
in, and there it is. Steve goes down because of it.
Too stupid.
And that was a spike, so they have to try and back away from that one. Scoop that up. Now look to make a play, and
30 seconds
they
left.
wanted to split B. It's just been completely nullified. Vic is here. bdog found that first. Vic gets 2 for himself. Wants a third and will be allowed a flawless round.
And again, all the rounds that Moise have been able to get have been on the C side, so
Oh, that stings. Not many blades left. Might not matter. Back turn. Sim goes down. Aproto and flyuh pick up the 2 kills that have been allotted to Moist here in the last round of the half. And once more here on the A side, it's a pit down.
You are divided.
But a cosmic divide. Go back and forth. It gets a whole lot harder here for not only the attackers here on the site. The defender wall falls. The attacker wall still stands. The pit still stands. Moose just can't find a way in. He's just going to have to go in blind here. There's nobody here to help him, and they don't really have utility to flash through it. Finally, Vic starting to collect the bodies as he pushes on through. Thief plays the door perfectly. Moose will just stomp his way on through, and it's all up to Thief here in the clutch. Some way, somehow, Shopify make this one look doable. The spike's halfway, tries to stick it, but won't be allowed. Moose there on the trade. Shopify for the round, 7-5. Again, their favors. We swap sides. Shopify expecting Moist to be pushed up somewhere. Just as we saw in that last round for Moist, after their timeout, again, respect is given. They do it here. Here's this utility. Spawns out a player. Gets a little disrespectful
Spike
swinging that
down,
1v2, but
C.
takes a player with them. It's Vic down. And some of that post plant now off the table here for the Shopify squad.
oh, runs away just in time, and the Trailblazers is gonna spot at least 2 players outside.
But a couple of insane kills. The frenzies. The spray goes back and forth. The kills, they go the way of Moist. Now Mada gonna play out towards Mountain. This door has to open, so the position will be revealed. Moose so far away. He's disengaged from the play, and Thief. It seems like Shopify are really just hoping that they can buy a rotation off of one of these sites and get this spike planted, right? Looking to play the post, they have so much to do it. Trailblazer will force the defenders back. It does seem
You should run.
that they're gonna be allowed to plant here. So spike goes down at the same time. The lockdown follows. So this will be just about 10 seconds. Cut off that timer. And a few more seconds just for the defenders to get close to this B site once more. They've got nano swarms down. They've got flashes to work with. Cosmic divide on the opposite side, though, makes this one a bit more doable here in the retake. bdog not going to be dealt with. Instead, will find a kill onto aproto. Needs a right-click up close and personal, but it's only for a bit of damage. Now they start to push on through, and Mada is finding heads with the Sheriff. And Sim and Thief,
No way.
they've got an idea, but unfortunately, there's just so much going on, and there's just no time. Thief can have to stick this one the whole way. We'll have to try and survive, but Moose will run him down. It's the eBay Thrifty for Shopify.
That we've seen so far on this map. Towards that B side, that's gonna be so difficult for Shopify to do again. So this round has to matter. Way more aggressive, letting themselves know towards C side. And immediately Sim having to play far back, but can still get his one here. Oh, it's not gonna do it though.
No, unfortunately he doesn't. And it's actually Moist who take a bit of chip damage. Now Shorty in hand. Vulnerable, but Mada survives some way. I'm not too sure how that's even possible. Meanwhile, Mada was just a deposit here on the B site. The rest of the attack will go. Seekers are now out. dazzLe hitting that one courtesy of the kill over flyuh. Proto's been pushed all the way off the site. Two players come his way, and he welcomes them with open arms and Vandal bullets as Moose, spotted by the turret, now has to find the spike and the round win, or else the economy will be reset, as we mentioned, and it's just too daunting.
Quarter one on the season for them. Just to be a little bit safer for the last week that we're gonna see. And it doesn't look good right away for this out of Shopify. Sim, the first kill, and bdog is the one going down.
bdog falls. That's the tip of the spear. Broken off, and that shot just narrowly missing onto dazzLe. Strength in numbers. That's the call from Moist. Back away, give up the site. We'll play the retake 5v4 if we have to.
You should run.
Lockdown actually available on both of the sides. aproto has been holding on to his for a couple rounds. First one activated is going to be Shopify, and Moist, they're comfortable waiting for it. Just waiting a little bit longer before theirs comes in.
Yeah, a deep smoke, too, to allow Mada to take this space. It was just on the edge of the lockdown.
Time to hunt.
Knowing that nobody would be there.
Placing sentry.
And now it's desperation sets in, right? You need to try and find something or you will just get overwhelmed. Lockdown comes through, op shot goes wide. 5-hole from dazzLe. So he'll survive again. Meanwhile, on the backside, Vic gonna be taken down. Cosmic Divide to follow. The defender locked on to force everybody off the site. But dazzLe and Mada, they battle back. Seekers come through. This is another ult from dazzLe to try and find information as nobody gets detained. But the defenders, they've taken this site. The aproto's gonna hop onto the spike. The pin is down. The decay is there. But it looks like they might have done it. Shorty's bringing through for everybody, and there's just no time. It's damage, name of the game here for flyuh, as he's forced off, and the round will go the way of Shopify.
So quiet for Shopify on this A side now. The three players are gonna have to phase early on. And so much utility as well. They have the Killjoy, they have the Astra.
No way! Not like this. flyuh was stunned by the Trailblazer. They tossed down the Star of the Gravity Well, was a second too late, but he still finds a kill on the way out.
Yeah.
Plenty of time, though, to cut this play off. Unfortunately, there's no way out. Sim is on the back line, Dryad. Okay, Vic. What is that? The Astra's got a couple of crazy kills. Steve will find another. Now it's all up to Vic and bdog. The operators ring true. And brawk has to do it by himself. No 1v2 to stop this one right here in regulation. And Vic trades heaps of damage back and forth. Cosmic Divide available. There goes down the op. And the player walks away into tree. A tap onto the spike. And he's forcing Vic's hand here to try and peek. And brawk has done it. Moist have done it. Backs against the wall as close as you could get. 3 maps in a row, but they finally do it. They shut down Shopify and they find themselves another win.